Enoch in Pennsylvania, how are you? Welcome back. You're on with Jenna and Matt.
Good. Good to be on again. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Thanks.
How can we help?
It was just basically. Oh yeah. I was wondering what you guys thought on why humans are so much different from other animals. A few things I thought about. We have morality. Humans have religion. Humans have philosophy. No other, like, of the millions of species have those things. It seems like we're so much more.
That's not true. So that's not completely true. And by the way, all the things you described are about our thoughts. And so humans are animals, and all animals are different. And humans, as far as we can tell, are the most intelligent of the animals that are on the planet. But other primates and other great apes do have a sense of fairness and morality, the same sort of driving forces. And many others have a different type of moral structure where if it's a pack type of animal, there are certain rules that happen between those animals. And you know, there are punishments, including death. So it's not just that we're the only ones that have, we just have a more robust, I guess, sense of morality because we're able to conceive of things better.
Or it could be that we don't even have a better sense of morality. It's just that we can read it better because we are human. I mean, the ants can have some kind of morality, but we can't read their minds. I don't know.
Interesting. Do you know if any animals have religion other than humans?
I don't, because I can't communicate with other animals. So I don't know what sort of irrational beliefs they might have. But what difference does it make? I can't run as fast as a cheetah. I have a different diet than other animals. I mean, you could pick any characteristic and say, you're different from other animals. But that's true for every animal. If we're not special, we're just different.
It seems like we're really special.
Yes, it seems like we're special to us, but I'd say we're a little biased. And it's because we've decided to prioritize intellect and the ability to conceive, right?
I'm curious if you've studied evolution at all.
I've studied it a little. I don't know a whole lot.
I don't really know a whole lot about evolution either. I know the gist of it, I think. What I would recommend is maybe looking into that. I think that might help you understand a little bit better of how we may be animals, just a different kind of animal.
I'd love to know what you're trying to get at, though, because you're like, oh, why are we so different?
Yeah.
But we're not that different. We're different in the ways that we recognize. And yes, I'll grant you, having a brain that can conceive and communicate, it's what makes us us, and it's what makes us think we're special. And to us, we are special, and that's all that matters. But it seems like what you're saying is, why are we the only ones who can think this way? And that seems peculiar to you, that other animals can't think this way. But the truth is, many of the other great apes think similarly, just not identically. And dolphins. And so what's the point? What is it? Like, let's imagine for a second that your initial suspicion was correct, and humans are vastly superior to other animals on Earth. What conclusion could we reach from that?
There's no necessary conclusion we could reach. It's just if we came about from the same natural process, I don't understand like how it's possible we could be so different. I guess is my
and so if we came about by the same if we came about by the same natural process, why are there so many animals that are faster than me? Why are there so many animals that see better in different environments, including areas of the spectrum that aren't even part of the visible spectrum that I can do? Why are there animals that can hear better than me? To each of them, they're going to look at that and say, think that they're superior.
I wonder if there are animals that have some kind of moral code that never attack each other, because we attack each other a lot, and I think that puts us a little bit lower on the morality.
There are some species that that we have no evidence that they kill their own.
Right.
There are others that do, and so maybe that's a case that we are the inferior ones, that we do kill our own, and we kill others,
and we hurt each other.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
That was interesting.
It's nice when there's a question that you can actually just like answer or correct a bit of misinformation, because I don't know everything about anything, but
Right.
definitely not, biology and stuff like that. It's just, I get it. I understand. To us, it feels like we're not just special, but it feels like we're super special. And it's because of this ability to communicate. We can talk about it. I don't know that there's too many other species that would sit around and have a conversation back and forth between them about how they're so much more special than, the ants and grasshoppers and fish. To hell with those fish.
That could be what they're doing when the crickets are chirping back and forth. That could be what they're talking about. Who knows?
In some way, I mean, we do have a good understanding of different animals' abilities to conceive and
Right.
problem solve, but we've gotten that wrong, because the phrase bird brain was used as kind of like, oh, you're a bird brain, as insult. And yet crows use tools, and other birds are incredibly good at mimicking and doing other things and building structures. It is almost every sense where we've looked at another creature and gone, well, I'm so superior to you. That's just straight out our bias, yes, I can play chess better than any, a non-human great ape, and certainly better than a pigeon. But
cockroaches can do a lot more.
Yeah, and they're
just different.
They're going to out-survive us all. They're going to, they can handle
Exactly.
radiation that we can't handle.
Right.